What's going on? Sunday. It's Sunday morning. So I was reminded sitting here a few seconds ago, thinking about, something to talk about. A friend of mine used to have written on his mirror, "You are doing this to yourself," to remind him that he has a part in the control of his day and his moments. And that's such a great reminder for me. And it's a frustrating reminder because I do think that we create our reality. It's more powerfully than we want to believe. And within that understanding, at least for me, there is a lot of responsibility. And some responsibility I don't want to take, because if my reality doesn't match, I wouldn't say expectations, but my desires, and to understand that somewhere subconsciously I am building a reality that I'm not too excited about, then I personally get bumped up against some frustration. Like, how do I change this? And I don't know, for me, that's part of the last couple of weeks has been like, how do I change this? How do I get, my subconscious is subconscious because I can't necessarily just access it. But I think, I don't know, I'm not a psychologist, but I would imagine that I don't know, that if I work at something long enough, it becomes subconscious. So if the habits that I used to rely upon, maybe defensiveness, critical judgment, all these things that used to be my go-to, even, and not recently, but, well, subversively, because I have become a much happier person, but I still have that back-ended self-deprecation and judgment that I'm working on today. So when I clear that out, maybe I will begin to plant more fertile gratitude seeds. That's what I hope. So, I'm doing this work on gratitude every day, and it's working. I'm a lot, I don't know, more hopeful, I guess. I don't know. And that's corny. But like most things, that which is corny and trite a little bit, by my sarcastic nature, is usually true. The simple things is like easy does it. One day at a time. All these sayings that, at one point in time in my life, I was like, really? Isn't that obvious? They didn't weigh on me or sink into my subconscious or my consciousness as much as they make sense to me today. Because for me, sometimes it's like a second at a time, like living 1 second at a time, because this thing can just run the show, can hijack my narrative and make it real dark. So if I'm not present in this moment and experiencing the gift of the day, of the minutes, of the seconds, see someone smile and be like, oh yeah, like I'm right here right now and everything's fine. Bask in someone else's like presence. It's awesome. Much love. Happy Sunday.